I can tell 100% of the time whether or not my patients are virgins. You know how? I ask them. Hi, I'm Dr. Staci T, also known as Dr. Staci T on social media. I'm here with In the Know to share the things you need to know about your first GYN appointment. Some people may wonder if the visit will be awkward or not. Well, while I will ask you some very personal and intimate questions, keep in mind that I do this all day, every day. I talk about sex, vaginas, vulvas with everyone. So while it may feel a little awkward to you to talk about those things, it's not at all embarrassing for me. And I will do my best to make you feel as comfortable as possible talking about all of these personal questions. One of the most common fears I hear is if your parents have to be there, or will they find out what we talked about? The answer to that is it's up to you. Oftentimes parents can come in to make you feel more comfortable during certain parts of the appointment, but I will always kick them out when I'm asking you personal questions. I am a legally bound secret keeper, meaning I will keep my mouth shut because it's against the law for me not to. The one exception to this rule is that if I am worried about your safety in any way, if I think someone is harming you or you are at risk for harming yourself, I do legally have to tell someone. I once had a patient tell me that she was super nervous because she was afraid that she wasn't pretty down there. I want you to know that vulvas come in all shapes, sizes, and skin tones. There is no beauty contest in my exam room. One of the most common questions I get is what age you should start coming to the gynecologist. Well, the American College of OB/GYNs recommends that people should start seeing the gynecologist between the ages of 13 and 15. This is often not to necessarily do an intimate exam. It's to establish a relationship with someone like me so you feel less awkward talking about these things and asking your personal questions. When you are getting ready for your first GYN appointment, you can wear whatever you want. Jeans, dress, shorts, underwear, no underwear. Come as you are. You may not need an actual pelvic exam, so you might even stay dressed in the exam room. If you do need any sort of exam, we'll give you a gown to cover up and get you all prepared and ready. You do not need to physically prepare in any way, meaning I don't need you to paint your toenails for me, or shave your legs for me, or even shave your vulva for me. In fact, it's even healthier if you don't. People call my office all the time asking me if they should cancel their appointment because they're on their period. The majority of the time, no, you can come while you're on your period. As long as your period is a normal amount or some light bleeding, it doesn't really matter. If you're having very heavy bleeding and you're scheduled for a well woman exam, we might need to reschedule that. If you're scheduled for an appointment because you're worried about your bleeding, I want to see you. People may also worry about the discharge that they're having. Do not worry at all about that. Normal discharge is normal. Everyone has it, and that's okay. You may want to mentally prepare for some of the questions that I will ask you because they're gonna get pretty intimate. I will ask you things like, are you sexually active? What kind of sex are you having? Are you having vaginal sex, anal sex, oral sex? Do you have sex with male partners, female partners, both types of partners? Don't worry, I have heard all sorts of answers. I just want to know all of this information so I can keep you happy and healthy. This is what I tell my patients at their very first GYN appointment. I tell them that this is your exam room. This is not my exam room. You are in complete control over what happens or doesn't happen in this room. We may give you recommendations of what we think we should do to evaluate whatever is going on, but it is always your choice and decision of whether or not we do that. Also keep in mind that even if we start something, if you are not feeling comfortable, it is okay to say, I need to pause, can we stop, or I can't do this, and we will stop. It is your exam room. During your first appointment, if you have been sexually active in the past, I will recommend screening for sexually transmitted infections. But I want you to know that you don't necessarily need a pelvic exam for that one either. I can screen for all the major STIs just from a simple urine or blood test. I know a lot of people are self-conscious about whether their doctor can tell if they are a virgin or not. Well, let me tell you, I can tell 100% of the time whether or not my patients are virgins. You know how? I ask them, and I trust my patients to tell me the truth. In all reality, by a physical exam, I can't tell one way or another. So if you are not comfortable telling me all of your personal sexual details, it's okay. There's not a way that I can tell otherwise. Will your future appointments be pretty similar to the first? Yeah, probably. But remember, once you hit age 21, we might start talking about doing pelvic exams, and we might start talking about doing breast exams as well. I hope all of this information will help you feel more comfortable going into your first GYN appointment. I'm Dr. Staci T. By day, I'm a real-life gynecologist seeing patients in the office, but after hours, you can find me on all social media platforms as Dr. Staci T.